Welcome to CTV News Your Canada. It is Tuesday, July the 1st. We'll bring you profiles of fascinating Canadians and stories about your community. Thanks for watching.
Check 1, 2, yeah.
Fredericton is just one location around here tonight, getting ready for Canada Day festivities tomorrow. Are you proud to be Canadian?
I am very proud to be Canadian. Actually, I think it is the best country to live in the world.
It's a great country and you got great people, and we do have great weather.
A new survey out today from Abacus Data shows that 68% of Canadians have pride in their national identity, up 2 points from last year.
So there's a bit of a bump. Modest, but I think when you look at the past 12 months and the uncertainty, the unpredictability, the instability, political change, housing pressures, affordability, despite all of that, Canadians still remain proud to be Canadian in large numbers.
Because Canada is a safe and happy place.
I really value our values and morals and how we treat people of other countries.
According to the Abacus Data survey, the most dramatic shift in national pride is in Canadians aged 18 to 29, up 13 points from last year to 62%.
It shows that people really have a positive outlook on the future of the country. They value the beauty, the landscape, the history, the culture.
Because it's a safe and beautiful country.
Because hockey is one of the main sports of Canada.
And we don't have to be around Trump.
An Angus Reid poll out last week shows that residents of Atlantic Canada and Ontario have the most pride in being Canadian, with half in each region saying they're very proud.
Canada welcomes diversity and inclusion.
We have a beautiful country that is friendly, free to live in.
I just think we have a great country, a great political system. I think Canadians are lovely people.
A feeling many are looking to celebrate tomorrow. Nick Moore, CTV News, Fredericton.
As we get ready to say so long to June and hello to July in Canada Day, residents and visitors to the city are getting ready to celebrate.
Just going to be relaxed, going to be visit downtown and going to some restaurants.
And if there's one thing Toronto knows how to do, that's throw a party. If you're heading down to the waterfront to catch the fireworks Tuesday night, the show begins around 10:45 p.m.
Obviously, the number one place where it'll be busiest will be right at the Harbourfront Centre site, but there's also places like right here at H2O Park where you'll be able to see them. So even if you want to be more ambitious, you could go over to the Toronto Island side. I know those ferries run until almost midnight.
For the thrill seekers, maybe Canada's Wonderland is where you'll be celebrating the country's 158th birthday.
I'll ask my parents to go to Wonderland and do some fun stuff.
Or maybe you'll take a walk on the wild side at the Toronto Zoo.
We've got lots of amazing animals for guests to see. We have Explorer Bear who's visiting with guests. We're handing out Canada Day flags and, of course, so many animals and our Guardians of Wild Keeper talks.
No matter where you'll be, the sentiment and celebrations will be the same as many get ready to say,
Happy Canada Day!
If you're taking transit, the TTC will operate on a Sunday service schedule for Canada Day starting at 6 a.m. and Go Transit will operate on a Saturday schedule. For a full list of what's closed and what's open on Canada Day and where you can find all the fireworks celebrations across the city, you can visit our website, ctvnewstoronto.ca. Jessica Smith, CTV News.
Former world champion mixed martial artist Georges St. Pierre has been appointed to the Order of Canada. St. Pierre defended his welterweight title a record 9 times before going on to also claim the middleweight title. His foundation now helps youth combating bullying and promoting physical activity. St. Pierre is one of 17 Quebecers appointed today by the Governor General.
Crews at LeBreton Flats have been working around the clock, setting the stage for big-name acts like Sarah McLachlan and Tom Cochrane ahead of the fireworks finale. Gates open at 9 a.m. with free admission, and the show kicks off at noon with speeches from officials, including the Prime Minister.
I'm just so proud to be able to plan an event for Canadians to celebrate our amazing country, because we are the most amazing country in the world.
As for getting downtown, you can expect road closures and limited parking, so your best bet is to hop on the bus or train.
Whether it's our buses, trains, or paratranspo, you can ride for free with us. It's the first year that O Train Lines 2 and 4 are in service. So what this means is that residents living in Riverside South, South Keys, you have a new train option to take you downtown into the core.
And it's not just LeBreton Flats. On Parliament Hill, there's the changing of the guard, the snowbirds, tons of activities, and giant screens streaming performances from LeBreton here and on the lawn of the Supreme Court. This year marking major milestones, including the 60th anniversary of the Canadian flag and the 50th anniversary of the beaver as an official symbol. It also just happens to be Richard Vroome's birthday.
Very cool, yeah, very cool.
Best party going, and I don't have to organize anything.
Happy Canada Day!
And with a renewed sense of patriotism amid threats of annexation and a continuing trade war with the U.S., for many, it's a chance to celebrate the country they love.
Canadian for me is being proud of our country, of everything that it has to offer, like from coast to coast.
It means a lot, you know, like obviously a land of opportunities, more diverse. For me personally, safest place on the planet.
It means everything, really. I'm so proud to be Canadian.
From painted boulevards to entrance gates wrapped in the nation's colors, the patriotic efforts of husband and wife Barbara Armstrong and Albert Bernhardt are appreciated by passers-by. The pair have been decorating the front of their Westminster Drive property to mark multiple holidays since the start of the pandemic. This year, their Canada Day display is the largest ever.
I think everybody, especially this year, should be celebrating to be Canadian.
But this display is not just a story about the love for one's country. It's an actual love story that will melt your heart. The story began 25 years ago in Canada's north. Barbara was on a work contract in Inuvik, Northwest Territories. She met Albert and the two fell in love. After a decade in the north, they returned to Barbara's hometown of London. Life was good until Albert was diagnosed with dementia 3 years ago.
I'm glad she's with me.
For a time, Albert helped to put up the displays, but dementia took its grip.
Every day I lose a piece of what I had. It's awful.
That loss includes the annual effort of National Pride. This is the couple's final display.
Albert's transitioning into long-term care.
Yet before Albert moves, his dementia has given him the gift of experiencing Canada Day daily.
He sees it fresh every day, which is a beautiful thing.
I like it. I mean, I was born Canadian.
Need more joy in the world. And if it happens through celebrating our great country, then so be it.
A thoughtful message from a couple that combines love of country with a love for each other.
Give us a kiss.
Oh, nom, 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 nom.
Happy Canada Day.
But more.
In London, Sean Irvin, CTV News.
It's been 5 years to the day since the largest Nanaimo bar record was mailed to them from Guinness World Records. And now that same family is more than doubling the size of their last Nanaimo bar today.
So 5 years ago, we made a 530-pound Nanaimo bar, and we went through Guinness and we got the official world record. And this year, 5 years later, we decided to do a 1,200-pound Nanaimo bar record just to celebrate Canada Day.
While the family still officially holds the record for the world's largest Nanaimo bar, they wanted to try again this year to hit 1,200 pounds, because 12 is the average age of all 5 kids who made the bar. However, they have no plans on submitting it to Guinness this year, as they hope others will have a chance at beating their original submission.
It makes me feel really good because we're doing it again. 5 years ago, I didn't really remember anything, so I got to remake it and double it.
This Nanaimo bar took 1 full day of baking time and approximately 2 weeks to plan.
And it just shows how much, if 5 kids put their mind to something, you could do almost anything.
I really think that youth can make big differences. Like 5 kids making a 1,200-pounder to give back to youth, that's so inspirational. Like, it's just a really great opportunity. that gives back.
They've been working with schools and other organizations to fundraise with Fudge, but they're hoping to take it one step further with this Nanaimo bar.
So we chose 3 charities to donate to.
One of them is NOFCC, or Northern Ontario Families of Children with Cancer.
Then the other is Yo-Yo, so Youth Offering Youth Opportunities, so which offers tennis programs, roller skating, soccer. And then the third is the Onaping Falls Legion, because they really help out a lot with youth and offering opportunities for youth.
When asked if they would bake any other world record food items,
Probably not.
Pieces of the world's largest Nanaimo bar will be on sale this Canada Day at Science North. Madison Merrier, CTV News, Sudbury.
These fireworks are only a small sample of what will be used on Canada Day for the Edmonton Fireworks Show tomorrow night.
This fireworks show is one of the largest shows in Western Canada. It's certainly the largest show that's happening in Alberta this year.
Tens of thousands of people will be gathering on the Alberta Legislature grounds and other parts of downtown to watch the display over Edmonton's River Valley.
It's a big, large, traditional fireworks show, which means there's no music to it. Could be watched in the round, so anywhere where you can see the River Valley, you can come see the show.
With the Canada Day celebrations comes major road closures in the city's core that start just before 10 p.m.
We have some closures on Queenie Park Road, as well as Walterdale, as well as River Valley Road.
We don't need the added stress of trying to scramble to get to somewhere, so just leave really early.
Communities like Beaumont, Sherwood Park, and St. Albert also have fireworks shows planned. Millwoods Park will host its annual Canada Day celebrations from 2 until 11 p.m. There will be food trucks, cultural dances, live music, and activities for the kids.
There's a train ride, there's lots of bounce fun. Hope City is providing a bunch of carnival-type games.
It's an opportunity for people to enjoy the festivities, but also celebrate Canada and what it means to them.
Canada Day means independence, hope for the future for everybody.
You know, sometimes you might not feel it because we might not all look alike, but I think in our hearts we all know, we're Canadian and we should be proud of that.
Edmonton transit buses and trains will be operating on Saturday or Sunday schedules. Nav Sanga, CTV News, Edmonton.
People. It's why one boy from 10-year-old Hunter Larson found out on June 2nd that his dad's house in Denair Beach was destroyed by wildfire. It's a house he lived in part-time.
We lost both our houses in Denair, and my dad is living in his van with my dog. I cried at first, but 2 days later, I was fine.
The school year ended early because of wildfires encroaching on Creighton, where he lives. So he had some extra time on his hands and started thinking of a way he could help.
So Hunter wanted to raise some money to help his dad out because they lost both of the homes on the property in Denair Beach.
So he decided to use his lawn mowing skills, ones he's been working on since he was 8 years old. He's mowed 30 lawns already and raised $1,500.
It's been quite devastating, so this has kept our minds off things, that's for sure.
He says it's hard work mowing lawns from about noon until 8 at night, but says it's all worth it.
They're proud of me for doing this. And they thank me for doing this.
His mom isn't surprised by Hunter's determination.
He's very selfless, though. His entire life, he's just been so helpful. If you ask any of his teachers, he's just the sweetest, kindest boy. He's just so helpful. He just wants to help everybody.
So does he have a goal that he wants to reach?
So how much would you like to raise?
I don't know.
One thing he does know, he wants to keep up with the project all summer, and they've started a GoFundMe page. Carla Shinkaruk, CTV News, Saskatoon. Frustration is growing for producers in southwestern Saskatchewan. Drought conditions have greatly impacted.
There's a lot of tension and pressure because there's a lot of good rewards on the line. Unfortunately, what it looks for our team, our team just lost right now, as you can see.
we kind of found out that there's always that little gap that doesn't get covered because we don't have a youth program league going on. So we came up with the BCCL Little League, where all these kids from our coaching academies, surrounding regions are coming in and playing.
When you win a match or when you hit sixes and then everybody starts clapping and you get congratulated for stuff like that.
Kids kind of feel like they're actually playing a very big league. We give out awards after every game. We do a little post-match presentation just like an international game.
It's been really fun playing with all these people and getting to know them really well and just genuinely learning from everybody else.
Feels special, honestly. Like every time playing in the tournament, it's always fun to play and watch.
We're trying our best if it starts in fall, just a 1 month long league. If not, then definitely next year. Until then, we'll definitely host a bunch of these tournaments just to get the community together, get a good group.
Mark Carney is hours away from his self-imposed deadline to overhaul how trade.
It's the calm before the storm on a typical Monday at the Barrie Food Bank. Volunteers getting ready for the rush of people in need of food assistance.
My job, I am just stocking the freezers today. This one's halal meat.
Almost 7,500 people turned to the Barrie Food Bank for help last month alone. That's up 6% from the month before. So far this summer, the need for help is hitting record levels. Every donation makes a difference.
I've seen on the news and that sort of thing that there's less and less food coming in. We were making a move, so I decided to go through what we had, what we kind of didn't need right away, and decided to bring it to the food bank.
Yeah, you know what? The summertime is hard for every food bank, and ours is no exception.
With more people needing assistance than ever before and fewer people donating, the food bank has had to make some difficult decisions. For one, it's stopped offering coffee to its clients. It's just too expensive.
So we're breaking records for the number of children that we are supporting and the number of seniors. So now about 40% of our clients are vulnerable in our society.
The demand is being felt at food banks across the country. In Bradford, staff are also having a difficult time keeping up with all the people in need of help.
Year over year, we're up 55% in our visits, and we hit a milestone in March. We served over 500 families.
Now, the Helping Hand Food Bank here in Bradford will be hosting its first ever food drive on August the 3rd. Staff are asking people to donate what they can. Keep in mind, all of the donations stay right here in the community. Rob Cooper, CTV News, Bradford.
The 2025 Brain Tumor Walk was hosted by the Brain Tumor Foundation of Canada at Kildonan Park's Teddy Bass Athletic Field. The foundation hosts the walk all over Canada. Their mission is to support Canadians affected by a brain tumor in any way possible.
Our mission is to provide support to every Canadian affected by a brain tumor, whether that's through resources, education. We have research funding, advocacy. Our goal is to make sure that nobody goes through a brain tumor journey alone.
The walk raised over $70,000 so far. The foundation is funded entirely through donations and fundraisers like this walk. Participants had their own stories and reasons to attend, but they were all united in one cause.
Even after more than 20 years of displays, the company behind Regina's Canada Day fireworks show is always making tweaks.
We always need to improve, either in safety or in our show, in our displays, our programming. We always want to get better.
The fireworks at Wascana Park on Tuesday night will last for 17 minutes. But with those 17 minutes come more than 200 hours of preparation.
We use software called Finale 3D. It gives us a full visual idea of what's going on within the software and gives us an animation where we choose the shells, etc. We can also add wind or different conditions so we can pre-set up our racks and make sure the site is safe.
$30,000 worth of fireworks and prep to light up Regina's sky in celebration. It's the grand finale to a busy day of family-friendly activities, live music, and more planned in Wascana Park, the majority of which are free to attend.
In the past few years, we've probably had about, 60,000 people. I'm sure we're going to get over 100,000 this year. I'm sure because of the patriotism this year, we're going to fill this place. The place is going to be amazing.
Organized entirely by volunteers from the Regina Canada Day Committee, the event aims to bring people of all backgrounds together.
This is the one event in the city where it doesn't matter, your cultural, your heritage, your background or anything like that. You can be, a brand new newborn baby, or you can be 102 years old. You can come down here and be a part of Canada Day.
Organizers asked people to stay on the opposite side of the fence during the fireworks show. As safety regulations state, if people are in the danger zone, the show will be forced to stop. Other events scheduled for Tuesday in Regina include the Lieutenant Governor's celebration at Government House and a Tatonga Day powwow set to take place in Buffalo Meadows Park. Sierra D'Souza Butts, CTV News, Regina.
Stephen Telk never imagined he'd be spending his retirement traveling with a rescue cat he named Miss Bunny.
Because she hops like a bunny, because she's three-legged.
Instead of stopping to show affection for this feline, the avid adventurer assumed he'd continue scaling the world's tallest peaks until he started experiencing debilitating pain.
My feet just hurt so bad I couldn't stand on them.
Stephen says he couldn't walk more than 100 meters, his retirement dreams were dashed, and he fell into a depression.
Part of the problem with being type A, we get fixated, and we can't figure out how to be happy when things don't go the way we want them to go.
But then he met Miss Bunny, who, despite languishing in an animal shelter for 3 years, couldn't have seemed more content.
She's minus a leg, I got foot neuropathy. We'll be a good match for each other.
And then his wife suggested a recumbent trike might also make a good match, so he could challenge himself without putting full weight on his foot. So Stephen and Miss Bunny started cycling together.
Sometimes she's just got her head hanging over the side with her eyes closed like, are we there yet? Sometimes she's pawing at my knees. Hey.
The dynamic duo from Wyoming cycled countless kilometers around the U.S. before now traveling along the west coast of Canada, spreading smiles along the way.
Nobody even knows I'm on there. What are you riding? A trike? I didn't see any trike. All I see is this cute little cat here.
And Stephen says he couldn't be more grateful that his travels with Miss Bunny are a big reason why he's the happiest he's ever been.
Most people go somewhere and all they think about is how to get to point B, and then their interest in the trip starts. When you're on a bicycle, the whole time is your trip.
Rather than racing to a destination, the 71-year-old says he's learned life truly is about appreciating the journey.
I'm still type A, but I'm reformed. I'm laid back. It's like, what's the old saying? Don't worry, be happy.
Adam Sawatsky, CTV News, Saanich.